Merchandising.
Yeah, that's a good way to start this. That lets people know that we're still their regular old friends that don't want anything from them except their money.
Now
What's up?
we've got merch for you.
Go to wehaveconcerns.com/shop and check out the new Brock Life t-shirt, Salmon Cannon t-shirt, Jetpack Rescue Squad t-shirt, so many t-shirts. All you can do is run cables, Jeff.
That's all you can do, man.
It's 2016. Don't believe what anybody says.
Just get a longer cable.
Just get a longer cable. That's the only way technology works. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Cannata.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. Man, let me ask you something. How do you do in the cold? Are you a cold person?
I'm not great. I've gotten a lot better recently.
Yeah.
I used to love hot and hate cold, and now I get more irritable in hot, and I'm happier in cold.
Yeah.
But too much cold, it gets me irritable too.
Sure. It's almost as though, as human beings, we're only built to comfortably live within a certain temperature
It's
range.
weird that.
It's odd.
Yeah.
It's somehow, I wish that I was just like a tardigrade, like a water bear.
Yeah.
Or like those microbes.
I wish you were a water bear too.
Me too! We're on the same page. Or like one of those microbes that lives at the bottom of the ocean and goes in and out of the vents.
Yeah.
You know, where it's just like, oh, it's 400
It's
degrees
fine.
Celsius.
I'm fine.
It's fine. It's negative 100 degrees Celsius. It's fine.
I would do a new podcast called Me and Water Bear.
Me and...
And it would be a massive hit on iTunes.
Oh God, Me and Water Bear. Do you remember that was a Canadian cartoon, I think, that was done
It was.
in tandem with
Yeah.
Nickelodeon or something like that. or
Hey,
the
what are you
Children's
doing,
Television.
Water Bear? Hey, how you doing?
I'm just learning about nature. Want to come with me into space?
Oh, that sounds great, eh?
Then let's go through the magic of Water Bear extremophile jets. Oh, by the way,
Oh,
I
it's all
don't
so
think
pretty.
you're gonna survive out here.
What? I can't breathe. Or
Yeah.
see.
Oh, it's real hard, huh?
Oh.
You're not made for this. And I'll miss you. Time to find a new friend.
That's when his head pops
Yeah.
like a balloon.
They canceled it and they put on the Little Prince cartoon instead. And I don't
think it was
know
a good
why.
choice.
Yeah. Here's the deal. There's cold and then there's fucking cold, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I like to think I can handle some cold, right?
Okay.
Like I lived in New York for a while.
You
My
have
family's
a
in
coat.
Ohio. Like I own a jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can handle cold, but there are some places that are so fucking cold, Jeff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Longyearbyen, Norway. Let's talk about it. All right.
Longyearbyen?
It's about time that we talked about it.
Yeah.
A Tomlinson 89 sent in this story to us on our subreddit. That's wehaveconcerns.reddit.com. You can also email stories to us at wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com. You're not allowed to die in Longyearbyen, Norway.
Oh, is it because it's like Walt Disney where your head gets frozen and you just live forever and then someday they'll unthaw you because it's so cold?
It's more like Walt Disney World, where if it looks like you're going to die, they remove you from the town to eliminate all of their legal, they can't be at fault.
You're just literally not allowed to die.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. I was hoping when I saw this headline that perhaps it was some sort of place where all these Scandinavian pixies had found eternal life.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be great, right?
You get to live forever. The caveat being, you're going to be fucking cold.
You can only eat lutefisk.
That's
it.
lutefisk, and you're just so unhappy because of how damn cold it is all the time.
You can live forever in misery.
Yeah. Congratulations. You can be here for the rest of ever, but it's going to suck.
More fish?
I've had fish for the last 300 years.
Yeah.
Slav.
More fish?
I can't. Okay, I'll have more fish.
That's all we have. We're never going to die.
Yesterday was
It's
fish.
just you and me.
Tomorrow is fish. Today is fish. It's all fish.
So what's new with you? Anything?
Nothing's new with me, man.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah. Not a lot happens, huh? 500 years.
I'm cold.
Yeah, me too.
Yesterday I was cold.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll be cold.
Right. What a great day.
This was a terrible deal we made.
Houses are so cheap here.
Yes, I know.
And you get to live forever.
Yes. And I get to stare at you every day.
I get to stare at you every day, buddy.
Oh, God.
More fish?
I'll have a little more fish.
But that's not what's going on. What's going on is that if you get gravely ill, if it looks like you're going to die, they will remove you from Longyearbyen because bodies don't decompose there.
Whoa. There's no graveyards?
There's no place to bury people because the people are buried and they're not decomposing.
It's living inside a freezer. It's living inside a morgue.
Yeah. It's basically, I mean, you could leave your dead out anywhere because they're not going to decompose.
Wow.
You could make a nativity scene.
Yeah.
Every year.
And it would just stay around. It would
just be the same.
There you go. Oh, that's the saddest part is the baby.
That is the saddest part
of the corpse
really
nativity scene.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
The hard part is negotiating that with someone and being like, it's really sad what happened.
Thank you. Yeah, my wife and I are.
You have my
Thank you,
condolences.
Father. My wife and I are super devastated.
The whole parish is praying for you.
Thank you, and it's been wonderful having the community here for us in this time of need. And if there's ever anything that we can do.
Well, the worst part about this is that it happened at this time of year.
No,
with the
of course,
holidays.
with the holidays.
Everyone is so happy and so joyous, and we all congregate at the church. We all want something positive to think about.
Yeah, it's beginning to feel a little bit like you're rubbing it in.
No, I don't mean to. Have you seen the corpse nativity scene we've been working on? So many people from the community have donated loved ones.
Yeah.
And there is one missing piece.
Yeah.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. And that one most important.
Oh, you've been dancing around this
piece is just not.
Oh, you've been dancing. I told
it's an
Shelley,
empty manger.
I told Shelley every time you brought over another tray of fish. Every time you brought over another
fish.
It was great fish. Another thermos of coffee checked in on us. I could see it in your eyes. I could see what you were going to ask.
Well, he didn't look good. I will just say that. Little Simon.
Yeah, no. Well, from go, he didn't look good. He got the worst. To be fair, some babies are legitimately ugly babies.
That's true.
And our baby, he's gone now, so we can speak truthfully about it.
No, it's nice.
He was kind of
I don't think he's too ugly to play Jesus, though.
Wow. You're really pushing for this, huh?
I think it'll really make a difference in the town.
Give him the baby!
Your wife sounds like she wants to have the baby.
What are you talking about? Give him the baby. It doesn't. What do you care? Give him the baby.
Also, we noticed
we don't even go to church. We'll never see it.
We noticed that 3 of your donkeys died recently as well.
Yeah, which is number one. I don't know why we brought so many pack animals here.
I mean, it could explain the infant death as well.
Yeah, we shouldn't have had them all sleeping in the same room.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot about sanitary living conditions.
I mean,
and also the ability of the cold to keep things from decomposing.
We can learn a lot from the nativity, but sometimes cohabitation is not what we want to learn.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I guess
3 donkeys and a baby.
3 donkeys and a little lady. Not as good.
No.
But, it holds a special place in my heart because I saw it at a certain age.
like the fact that they went back to that formula and found ways to renew it.
Yeah.
And
Bobcat Goldthwait, as the voice of all 3 donkeys, was a little abrasive.
Yeah.
A little abrasive.
He didn't even attempt to differentiate them in any way.
No.
Why would he?
I don't even think there was a script. I think they just coked him up and had him run for an hour and a half and just split up the lines.
Yeah.
The lines of dialogue, the lines of coke all went to Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, no,
that was in his rider.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have to remove you from this town because nobody decomposes there. They have this tiny graveyard that has been full since 70 years ago.
So they didn't realize this right away.
Of course
This was
not.
something they came to later after no one had decomposed for a long time.
They were going to make new graves.
Oh, no.
And it was like, oh shit, all these people are still here.
Oh, man.
Which is kind of rude.
Yeah.
You kind of overstayed your welcome,
That's
people.
for sure.
Like,
that's rough.
That's not yours forever.
Here it is.
It's like, hey man, you need to start decomposing because we need more room.
How is there any plant life or vegetation in this town?
It's from what I understand, it's just a white expanse of nightmares.
That sounds appropriate.
Where the sun never sets on endless death.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's nothing to nourish the ground. There's no fertilizer. What about just like animals and things? It's just corpses littering the land.
Oh, they just freeze as they walk.
Yeah.
They're walking and they just slowly stiffen.
It's not so much a graveyard as it is like a
diorama.
Yeah, yeah. A series of sculptures, life sculptures. Yeah.
So they had to stop accepting new bodies 70 years ago.
Wow.
But here's where shit gets real, Jeff.
Yeah.
Man, you know who can't resist a perfectly preserved body from like 100 years ago?
Scientists?
Scientists! They heard that shit, and you know where they went. They went to Longyearbyen.
Wow.
They came in droves.
They went, there's free people lollipops.
This is gonna be great!
Bicycles.
So they started taking tissue from these corpses, and here's how crazy well preserved the corpses of Longyearbyen are. People who died in 1912 during an influenza outbreak.
Okay.
Scientists took the frozen tissue and were able to tell exactly the strain of flu was still there, frozen.
Well, you catch cold in a cold place, you might die, and they were able to find exactly this flu.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Is that information we needed to have?
Well, no. Not that I can see. I guess we could look at the way the flu has changed or check the evolution of the strains. I don't know. If you're somebody who researches this sort of stuff, I would love to hear why that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Other than like being able to see what the flu looked like 100 years ago, I can see where that's interesting.
Yeah, see how it's evolved over time. Right?
Here's another thing that weirds me out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You pull out this tissue and it all thaws, and maybe I've just seen the thing one too many times.
Mm-hmm. As have we all.
But I would also, flip side, can you see the thing too many times?
No. I think it's one of the great movies. It really is a great movie.
It's so good.
It holds up.
It's so nice. And they did that remake a couple years ago.
It was terrible.
I refused to even watch it. Yeah. I watched the trailer and I was like, why would you do this?
If it doesn't have Kurt Russell, I don't want to see it.
So you see where I'm going with this. You thaw out a 100-year-old flu strain.
Mm-hmm. Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing. Are we still immune to that?
Were we ever?
Clearly not. It killed a bunch of people.
People there in Azerbaijan or whatever it's called.
Have we grown immune to it? Would we be more or less immune to a 100-year-old virus?
I think it's weird that you have an entire town where everything is literally frozen in time. You have nothing is gone. Nothing organic is gone.
Well, it's not so weird once I tell you that the entire town is under the curse of the Ice Wizard.
Well, that does make more sense.
That does make a lot of sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Who lords above them in his mountain throne.
That does make more sense, and it also feels very Norwegian.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I like it.
I feel like there are so many different wizards in Norway.
There probably are. All variations on Ice Wizard?
Yeah, it's all ice-based.
It's all colds?
Yeah, it's like how the Inuit have 100 words for snow.
Yeah.
There are 100 different kinds of ice. There's a Frost Wizard.
Yeah.
There's a Frost Warlock.
Oh, yeah, and the Blizzard Wizard?
Yeah, the Blizzard Wizard who just gets shit nonstop
Oh, it's
people.
the Blizzard Wizard.
Oh, shit, but he loves it, though. He loves it. He rides it. He's like, what up, bitches?
It's the Blizz Wiz!
The Blizz Wiz is in the house. What's up? Who's gonna try to look me directly in the eyes?
Oh, God damn it. The goddamn Blizz Wiz is
Try
here.
to look me directly in the eye. Oh, you're frozen forever. Blizz Wiz.
I told him not to do that.
Blizz Wiz 2K16.
Hey, Blizz Wiz.
Yo, I'm the Blizz Wiz.
Did you get the offering? We gave you the offering. We were hoping you weren't going to come into town.
Yo, I
today.
straight up got that 12-pack of Four Loko that you left for the Blizz Wiz, and the Blizz Wiz was into it.
You said you love it when it's cold.
I do love it. I do love an ice cold Four Loko, and so because you left me a 12-pack as I asked, I will allow one stalk of wheat to grow in your field.
That's...
Look at that shit! I just did that shit, Blizz Wiz!
This is not enough wheat.
Well, it's not enough Four Loko either.
I guess
I would say there's not enough of either in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Guess it's another
I
winter
am drunk
of fish.
right now. Yeah, have some more fish.
I hate fish.
I hate you. Look me in the eye when you say that.
No, I will not.
Ah, Blizz Whiz. I'm out on an ice floe.
Oh, man. That's the worst.
There's nothing worse than an obnoxious party wizard.
That's true.
I think
That's true.
there's how many times have I said it?
It's once
Now, but it rings true.
It resonates.
It really does. I just can't imagine living in a place where it's so cold that the bodies don't decompose. That means it's never warm enough there for the body to begin decomposing. That's the thing.
Are people forever young? Is your skin like, because they say cold therapy is supposed to be really good for you. Maybe the people there are super healthy and hale until one day they just are about to die and have to leave town.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that once
they instantly age the moment they walk into the warmth.
You go on vacation once to Boca Raton, and they're like, I'm 87 years old all of a sudden.
Well, and once you leave, you can't go back either. It's like when you thaw out a steak.
Yeah.
Right. If you try to put it back in the freezer,
not going to happen.
It's not going to work.
It's going to get disgusting.
It's like a horrible Shangri-La. It's like a reverse Shangri-La.
Yeah.
Everything is terrible.
And if you want to escape, it gets worse.
Yeah. No, but this is the thing that I really wrapped my head around. It's not warm enough, even for a day, for these things to begin decomposing.
That's the worst part, is there's no relief. It is so constantly cold. Why do humans
What do
want
they
to
do
even
there?
live there?
What are they doing in that village? What happens there is what I wonder.
Yeah, they're just fishing and surviving. That's it. That's rough.
Those are my two least favorite things to worry about.
Yeah. That's a rough
I
life,
can't think of anything I want to think about less than fishing and surviving.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like an awful Tuesday.
If you were going to make a list of all the things I want to think about in a day,
yeah.
I would rather think about my own death than fishing, maybe. Where do you put fishing?
I despise fishing, and I don't understand. This has been a lifelong thing for me, is not understanding the joy people get from fishing.
I don't understand,
people
man.
genuinely I'd rather be fishing. Gone fishing. I like fishing. It's mind numbing.
Constantly watching the movie Gone Fishing.
Yeah.
With Joe Pesci and Danny Glover.
Why do people enjoy that movie? I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Florida, there's a lot of fishing. There's a lot of water sports.
I like water sports. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but fishing is like you sit and you sit.
Yeah.
And you sit.
You sit and you hope.
And then you struggle. And then if you struggle right, you get to kill a thing.
Or not. Or just throw it back and start over.
Yeah. So you just get to traumatize a thing.
Yeah.
That's actually more interesting.
You traumatize a thing.
Yeah, and then throw it back into the world.
It's a series of hope, short struggle, and then start over. I mean, I guess you could describe all sports that way. It's really hope.
That's why I don't sports.
Short struggle, and then start over.
That's why I don't sports.
It's all becoming clearer.
Seems worthless. Yeah, so there's a scary town that I guess you could live in. How are you guys with cold? Would you ever want to go visit this place? I don't think I'm not even curious about seeing it.
Yeah, I would not. I'm curious of seeing photos of it. Does it look colder than most places?
They don't even have. They have yeah, it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad.
The worst is when it's so cold that you can't tell. The worst is when it's so cold that there's not even moisture. It's just so cold.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you see snow and blizzards and sleet and all that stuff, you recognize cold, but sometimes it's so cold and dry and you can't even tell by looking at it that it is awful.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, would you guys ever brave that? Would you want to go there and see this place? Let us know.
Not die.
On Twitter. I'm at @Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
And you can hashtag those BlizzWiz.
Yeah, the BlizzWiz is in town.
Now, does Blizz have 2 Z's?
Of course.
Okay, so it's 2 Z's, 1 Z.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize.
Or do we double the Z on Wiz?
Maybe we double the Z on Wiz. That's how extreme he is.
Yeah. BlizzWiz, 2 Z's on both. And hey, guys, I want to let you know that we are, at the point we're recording this, we are under $400 away
Whoa.
from our next Patreon goal.
Yeah, we've reorganized some things, and our new Patreon goal is video. We did a test video. People responded to it very well, and we think we want to do more video versions of the show, have them a little edited and sort of high quality. We're excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to do at least 2-3 episodes a month, all in video. So if you want to watch, see how we do the show, see how we're gesticulating and
wearing pants
and not wearing pants and all of the things we do when we're actually recording, go to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns and support us there. And if you're already supporting us, consider upping your support if you're able to. That would mean a lot to us.
Very cool.